We are halfway through with Season 1 of Marvel Rivals, and I think now is a good time to take a look back at where the game started. So today, I'm going to go through the Season 0 gallery pages to see if there's any interesting lore to be found there. But wait! I've been playing for 2 months now, and I still don't have all of the gallery pages unlocked? Well, that's because once the Season 0 events ended, you can no longer unlock the gallery cards. Instead, you need to purchase them with the blue units that you earn while playing the game. I was saving these up for a Hulk or Magneto skin, but I guess that'll have to wait, because I need to purchase these gallery cards to determine if buying the Season 0 lore will teach us anything that I don't already know. So, let's get started. Let There Be Rivals. An excerpt from the Book of Doom 2024. Doom has finally found complete freedom. Humanity has always strived for freedom. The freedom to split the atom, the freedom to capture a celestial god, or even the freedom to become a god themselves. But one freedom has never been reached yet. The freedom from time. Doom has been preparing to capture time for himself. But time is tricky. Time has reforged the cage that Doom has captured it in. Perhaps Reed Richards was right. The world of time does not belong to Doom. For as long as I am able, time will belong to no one. An excerpt from the Book of Doom, 2099. Doom is a fool. Not me. I am a future Doom that's much wiser and smarter, one that is able to control his own reality. But this other Doom, from a distant alternate past, he is so foolish that he believes he can control time itself. Perhaps he was unaware that I have also come close to uncovering the secrets of the multiverse. But his time meddling has undone my own. And now, our dueling experiments have caused chronal chaos for all realities. Some realities collapse. Some combine with others, while some simply disappear. I dub those remaining realities to be called chronoverses, as is my right as its ruler. A far wiser and more experienced Doom could have become the master of time. But because of this lesser Doom, I am left to clean up the mess that he has left behind, like a cosmic custodian. The indignity! This task should be beneath me. Yet perhaps, I may be able to clean up those realities without staining my gauntlets. In every chronoverse, there are heroes already eager to clean up this mess. With the right motivation, they are easily manipulated into action. The other Doom may be a fool, but I shall never be. Not when there are so many others eager to play that part. Your biggest fan. This card explains why we are fighting over and over and over again on the same maps. Galacta is here, and she doesn't want to eat planets like her dad does. Luckily for her, the time stream entanglement has created Chronovium, and those are extremely nutritious for her, and delicious. So while space-time may be breaking apart, as long as the Chronoverse is still around, she is going to spectate the crazy battles that keep repeating, and she is going to eat the Chronovium that they produce. She also talks about how tons of heroes are trying to solve the time stream entanglement, but they can't figure out whose strategy is best, and because of that, everybody keeps fighting each other, preventing a solution from being found. Family Affairs. It is I, Ratatasker, speaking to you from the branches of Yggdrasil. I have terrible news to share. Asgard has a new ruler, for you see Odin has fallen into a restorative slumber, and his treacherous son, Loki, has taken control. That's not all. The tree of Yggdrasil and the realm of Asgard have merged together because of the time stream entanglement, which has created Yggdrasil, a world of old and new. Loki plans on ruling this newly joined world, and he plans on sapping Yggdrasil to gather the Chronovium-enhanced sap. But nobody would join his side, except for Hela. She will help Loki if Loki helps her expand her domain to encompass the land of the living as well as the land of the dead. But I fear she is taking advantage of Loki. This is just the surface of her plans, and he does not yet know what she is planning on doing. Neither do I, for I am just a squirrel. Where is Thor? He should stop this, right? Well, he was banished by Loki and Hela to a far-off world known as Earth. I bring you this warning, traveler. Do what you can. Help save Yggdrasil. So this is a first chapter that doesn't just go over the base of the game, so I wanted to figure out, is there anything new in this chapter? Honestly, no. We learn of the Asgard plot from Loki and Thor's personal chapters, and we also see Ratatoskr in Squirrel Girl's story, so we were already aware of his appearance in the game. The only new information we could potentially surmise is that Ratatoskr is the reason the resistance started against Loki's rule, is because he told us about it. Web Warriors. Hey kids, Spidey here. I've got to tell you something, but it's gonna sound weird. I finally went along with Spider-Zero. She was very adamant I joined her after all. When I stepped through the portal, I was in Tokyo. Weird, right? But get this, it was in 2099. I went 75 years into the future, into a new chronoverse. There were a handful of us spider people. There was Spider-Zero, there's Penny and her spider bot, a spider guy with a mohawk who is like 1,000,000,000 times cooler than I could be. Oh, and a Spider-Man who is really lazy. He kind of forgot his costume or something. Spider-Zero has gathered up this shindig so that we can save the Web of Life and Destiny. We need to close the rift in the sky to stop it from destroying the web. The one problem is, there is a big enemy stopping us. A giant spider-legged man called the Master Weaver. Apparently the universe chose him to protect the Web of Life and Destiny, but I don't think he's doing that well. He thinks the web will be empowered by the rift, but that will, totally destroy Tokyo. And that's not how us spider people roll, or swing. You get what I mean. So yeah, if we do this right and manage to save the Web of Life and Destiny, we are going to be protecting a lot of friendly neighborhoods from a really bad situation. So now you're all caught up. Oh, gotta go. We've got to go save the multiverse. See you later. So, was there anything new in this chapter? Yeah, kinda. Assuming you don't know the map lore from playing the maps, the information does go by way too fast, then the only other place to check is Spider-Man and Penny Parker's character lore. But Spider-Man stays in New York to face Dracula, and Penny is helping both Spider-Zero and Master Weaver defend the web from Doombots. So in those character lores, we have not seen A, the drama between Master Weaver and Spider-Zero, B, the team of heroes Spider-Zero assembles, and C, the plan of Spider-Zero. So we did learn some new stuff. Blind Devotion. Dajalia, the plane where noble spirits dwell. Not long ago, Bucky Barnes was corrupted in the intergalactic station of Wakanda. Shuri warned T'Challa about the dangers of speaking with Bast, as it seems the Panther Goddess is who corrupted Bucky. But T'Challa had to find answers, so he ventured from the physical realm into Dajalia. But it was empty. No one was near. He traveled around and found a still pond. He brought a piece of cloth up to his eyes. He commonly meditated in the physical realm with a blindfold to block out distractions. Maybe it'll work here as well. T'Challa took a deep breath and cleared his mind. Not long after, he heard Bast. He asks why she hasn't responded to her people's prayers. She has heard them, and T'Challa will help her answer them. She warns T'Challa that there are people who will try to make T'Challa betray her. He needs to ignore those people. They are fools and heretics. I have always been loyal to you, T'Challa assured her. Then prove yourself. Swear that you serve only me, and that you will strike down all who oppose me. Do so, and I will grant you unlimited power. T'Challa looks into his mind's eye. He can see the visage of the purple heart-shaped herb, except instead of the gentle purple glow, it is now a burning crimson. Pledge yourself to me, boy, Bast growled into his ear. T'Challa ripped off the blindfold and looks into the pond. He sees a faint image of Bast, shrouded in darkness. He dives in, reaching to save his goddess, but his hands clasp on to nothing. He woke up in his bed, and just barely saw the eyes of a Bast statue fade from red to black. If you can hear me, goddess, T'Challa placed a hand on the Bast statue. I will not rest until your Holy Spirit is purged of this darkness. You have my word. So, what do we learn? Well, not a lot. The story takes place right after Captain America's story, where we learn about the corruption firsthand through Bucky Barnes. And in Black Panther's story, it showed us that T'Challa knew Bast had been corrupted. So while this story is very cool, it's kind of a retelling of what we already knew. It does not give any new information at the end. Hydra's Hymn. This story is a conversation between two Hydra soldiers in the Arctic base, Jim and Pete. They are in the middle of a guard shift and are talking about random business, like how the Winter Soldier tried to break into the base a few days ago. Jim then tells Pete that Bucky was moved to the Occult Ops facility. They're trying to use him as a conduit to open a gateway to Maveth, a planet on the opposite side of the galaxy. The Occult Ops are a cult-like entity of Hydra who claim that they know where Hydra's history came from. Their chanting to brainwash Bucky can be heard through the walls of the lower facilities. Personally, Jim and Pete are more fond of the science division with the super soldier serum. They like to more focus on Earth. To the Occult Ops, Earth is just a resource to be used. Anyways, a shipment of hot cocoa comes in. That is something both Jim and Pete are down for. Overall, we learn a bit about the Hydra map. We learn that they are going to use Bucky to open the Gate of Maveth, confirming this victory animation. And we also learn a bit of Hydra lore. You can argue that Hawkeye's story goes over this information a little bit, because in Hawkeye's Chapter 1, Agent 13 explains some rumors of what they think Hydra is doing. And they are somewhat close, but this story lays it out with more details. Of Gods and Guardians. A log from Shuri. Shuri explains that her faith in the pantheon of Wakanda has never been lower, but she can't reveal that to the people, or least of all, to her brother, T'Challa. He has been spending so much time searching for answers from Bast, but what he doesn't know is Shuri has gotten some messages from Bast in her dreams. But something is wrong. They tempt Shuri with vengeance and evil spirit. Shuri notices that every night that she gets a message from Bast, there is a large emission of dark energy across the galaxy. She couldn't tell T'Challa about any of this, so she sent her friends and allies, the Guardians of the Galaxy, to investigate. A few days ago, she got a transmission from Peter Quill as they were approaching Clintar, a planet where symbiotes commonly live. But during that transmission, the Milano got pulled in and crash-landed into a shipyard. She hasn't heard back from them since. If they are indeed fighting the same darkness that has corrupted the Wakandan pantheon, then they'll need all the help they can get. For now, Shuri will just need to have faith in her friends. Overall, this story does not teach us anything new. In Mr. Fantastic and Peter Quill /Rocket /Groot, we find out about how the Guardians were sent by Shuri to Wakanda. And in Black Panther, we already found out about Null's corruption of the Wakandan pantheon. So, like so many of these gallery cards, it is giving the same information that we could have for free in the character chapters. That was every gallery card of Marvel Rivals Season 0 lore. I'm excited for the second half of Season 1, so that I can fully unlock all of the gallery cards and make a video about that. And I'm also excited for the Human Torch and the Thing to join the cast of Marvel Rivals. If you're interested in any videos about those, I have a few coming up super soon. But other than that, thank you very much for watching.